I hope everyone's having a great day. Today I am going to do a John and Bibbs style peppered steak. And I got this strip steak on sale, which is, you know, when I tell you the price, you think, gosh, that's kind of expensive, which it is, but you know, that's what meat is these days. But it's $7.99 a pound. And let's see, it don't really tell you what the normal price was. $14.90 unit price, $14.99 a pound. That don't seem right, but there you are. Yeah, that's right, because it says it normally would have cost $49 for those 4 steaks, and I got them for $26.53. My gosh, the price of steak is going up. But anyway, this is what I got. Strip steak. I could have got a cheaper cut, but you know what? I figured, well, since it's on sale, we'll get a nicer cut. And this is 3.32 pounds, so we'll just call it 3 pounds. And we're going to marinate that in some soy sauce. 3/4 cup of soy sauce. And I like garlic, so I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of minced garlic in there. And what I'm going to do is just cover that and let that sit for about an hour or so, marinating at room temperature. Okay, it has been an hour on this marinating. Now normally we take this meat, put some oil in there, and fry it up. But because we're freeze drying it, I am going to just do it with all the soy sauce and let it do it that way. So let's put this on sear, start. And we're not going to try and cook this, we just want to get it nice and browned on the outside. In fact, what I think I'll do is do this in smaller batches so I can kind of see what's going on. So that's what we're looking for. It's just browned on the outside. And so I'm going to take this out, put it on this plate for now. Okay, so that's what it looks like, all just browned. So what I got to do is put in my slow cooker this meat. Alright. 1 large onion sliced. 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. That's 1 cup of water. I'm just going to get the best of that crushed tomato out. And I'm going to add that to the soy sauce that we cooked our meat in. 2 tablespoons of sugar. We're going to take 2 tablespoons of that cornstarch and add it to our soy sauce mixture. We're just going to give that a stir so we don't get no lumps in that mixture here. This has the garlic that was minced that we marinated in. Smells really good. And I think I'm going to add some Worcestershire sauce because I really love Worcestershire sauce. One. Oh, that's the rest of what I got. 2 tablespoons. Add it right into that soy sauce mixture. And we're going to pour that into the crock pot. Like that. Now, I'm going to cook that on low for a total of 8 hours. But at the 6-hour mark, I'll come back to you and we'll put these peppers in there. I don't want to put them in there now because I don't want them to get turned to mush. All right. It has been 5 hours, not the 6 hours. And I'm going to try and show you this. See how runny this is? So what I'm going to do is take my 3 peppers that I chopped up, put those in there, give them a mix. Oh, that's pretty colors. And we're going to do 2 hours on that. But I'm going to come in and check that in an hour. And what I'm going to do, if I need to, I might thicken that up, but I don't know. We'll talk about that when the time comes. So I'll see you in 1 or 2 hours. Right now it's been on for 5 hours on low. Okay, it's been an hour. That's what it's looking like in there. Looking really good. Try one of these peppers. See what that tastes like. Yeah. I think I'm going to call that good. What I'm going to do, turn that off. We'll let that cool down. I'm not going to put a slurry in that. My thinking is this. When I put that into the freeze dryer, I'll put some of this juice in with each serving. Then when I reconstitute it, that juice will suck up into the vegetables and the meat, I think. So we're going to keep it runny like that. It's not that runny, really. And make a nice gravy over the rice anyway. But I'm going to turn this off. We're going to let that cool down. Then I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator overnight. And tomorrow morning, we'll tray it up. Or we'll mold it up. I'll see you then. Okay, so you can see from that stew, no fat really came to the top, which is really nice. So now what we're going to do is put this into individual portions. Boy, when I tasted this gravy, that is some really delicious gravy. I was super happy with the way that came out. You'll want to follow those directions as close as you can. Yeah, that's better. So that's 10 little pouches. Man, that gravy is just really good. I'm going to stick these in the freezer, freeze them solid, and we'll pop them out of the mold, put them on the trays, and into the freeze dryer they'll go. With this left over, I'm going to get me a few slices of bread, and I'm going to pour that over that and have that for brunch. I'll see you when they come out. Alright, so here we go. What do we got? Here's my pepper steak. Then I got some cheesecake pudding for our dessert in the meal. And whenever I have a spare tray, I always do a tray of milk or something like that. And there's just a tray of milk that I'm going to bag up for long-term storage. So we got 2, 4, 6, 7, 10 of those. I'm going to put 2 per bag in the pouch. And there you have it. I have got my milk all packaged up. Got these. Put a 300cc O2 absorber in each bag of these, and then did a heat seal along the top. Got 10 of those, and 10 of my puddings, which I also put 300cc, which is all I got. And this got a clear front, but I'm going to be putting these in a bigger bag, so I'm not too worried about the clear front on that. So we got that all sealed up. We'll get these put away. I got one more load to do for this meal, which is my rice, and throw some other things in the freeze dryer. So I'll get that all drained and cleaned out and get her fired back up. So I'll see you when we put this meal together and do a taste test, a reconstitution station. I'll see you then. Okay, so it's time to open this up and let's do a reconstitution of my pepper steak meal in a Mylar bag. And as always, we'll go through with what we got in the package. My rice, my O2 absorber that I put in the outer bag just in case one of these inner bags have a leak, my pepper steak, I put a cracker and strawberry cheese spread. I use that cheese and strawberry Velveeta cheese. I think it's made by Velveeta. My accessory pack. Pudding, and this time it's cheesecake pudding. And that is it. Alright, so I am going to get my pepper steak and my rice going. As always, you can eat these straight from the bag, but I like to lay it out so that you can see it. So this is my pepper steak. That's what it looks like in the bag. And here's my rice. What you see in the bag. Take that. So let's get some hot water. Now, for the pepper steak, we don't want to overdo the water. Let me open up my accessory packet and get a stirring utensil out of there. Ooh, the smell of that instantly comes to life. Okay, the vacuum sealer. When I vacuum sealed that, broke my fork. So bear that in mind when you're making your packages. But I got a handy dandy another fork. That smells absolutely gorgeous. And it's reconstituting very nicely. Just a little bit more water. Alright. So far I've used half a cup of water. So I'm going to put this other half a cup of water in my rice. And I'm not too worried about putting too much water with the rice because we'll drain any excess off. Get that all moving with the rice. Put that over that. All right. How about my crackers and cheese? Philadelphia, that's what that is. It's Philadelphia cream cheese with strawberries. Now they have cinnamon and brown sugar, which sounds really good, but every time I go to the store, it's sold out of that. I never get to try it and see how good it is, so I went with the strawberry and cheese. To give you an idea what that strawberry and cheese tastes like, it's not like a cheesecakey cheese. It's kind of like a salty strawberry cheesy flavor. And I contemplated crushing this up when I packaged it, but I didn't do that because knew I was gonna be putting my cracker in there. But it looks like in hindsight it might have been better to go ahead and give this a powderization once you freeze dried it. Just make it easier to reconstitute. Alright. We'll let that sit while we do our pudding. Okay. Other way. Let's see how our rice is done. Oh yeah. That has absorbed all that water nicely. A little bit left over. So what we'll do is we'll pour that excess water out. And we'll plate that rice up. Now for the pepper steak. Let's see if that meat's rehydrated. Perfectly. Alright, let's plate the banana pudding up. Not banana, cheesecake. Give this a little bit more of a stir. And that seems to have come to life just about right. Alright, so now we got, in my accessory packet, we got my coin towelette, a salt and pepper, a straw, and I made sweet tea for my drink. So we get that rehydrating. Oh yeah, sweet tea. Does that look good or what? Okay, let's dig in. Alright, let's see how this pepper steak came out like. Oh my God. That is perfect. I love how freeze-dried rice comes out so well. It's very forgiving because when I made this rice, it was a little bit sticky, and I was worried that it wouldn't come out right. But once I freeze-dried it, and as you can see, reconstituted it, it's not sticky at all. It's just individual grains. That's absolutely perfect. That is delicious. The steak in this just came out beautifully. The peppers in there. Oh my gosh, this is good. I'm really glad I made 10 of these, because this is a treat if I ever had one. I did the steak in very thin strips, and that is the way to go because it has reconstituted perfectly. Let's try my cracker with cheese and strawberry spread. Since I didn't show that on the video, all that is Philadelphia cream cheese with strawberry spread. You buy it where you get the cream cheese at, and put those in my little square silicone molds, and I use 2 of those per meal. And I didn't powderize it once it was freeze dried. In future I will powderize it, just because that reconstitutes much better than trying to reconstitute a square puck. But it reconstitutes beautifully. That's not a sweet, cheesecakey type of flavor. It's more of a cheese flavor with some strawberry in it and perhaps a little bit of salt. It makes a really nice cracker spread. I am super happy with that. My pudding is always a success. Again, I have another video, freeze-dried pudding, to show you how I freeze-dry it if I'm going to reconstitute it. But basically, you just mix up your pudding the way you would as if you were going to eat it. Exactly the same. Put it in your molds or however you want to individually portion it. Freeze-dry it. That I do powderize. You separate it into my pouches, and then when it's time to reconstitute, just add water. Very good. That tastes just like fresh. Never disappoints me, does the instant pudding. Never. The consistency always is right, and the flavor is always spot on. Very good. But the main course here, which was my pepper steak, I mean, I can't overemphasize just how good that is. Now I'll write the recipe up and put it on my website, which is www.johnandbibbs.com. It's very easy to remember, and I'll write the recipe up. I'm kind of thinking I might start not including the preparation of my stuff in the videos because it makes them very long, and it gives a lot of people things to complain about because I'm not a chef. I'm not a trained, qualified cook. I'm a guy that wears bibs, lives in a mobile home, so I might not follow exact, stringent safety rules. And since I don't want to mislead you and give you bad information, maybe it'd just be better if I don't show you me cooking it. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. But in any case, I will put the recipe at www.johnandbibs.com. This is so good. Almost forgot. We got, I need to show you my paper towelette coins. So we take these and we just drop it in a warm water. It instantly expands. Don't take long, just a few seconds. Excuse me. That was good. I enjoyed that. And you end up with a nice little towel for wiping your hands. Well, I am going to enjoy this off camera. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you for watching.